What's going on to all of my Leos out there? How y'all doing? All right, let's get into it. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what you Leos got. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords, the World, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Three of Cups, Justice, Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so all right, so what I'm seeing here for you is, hold on, let me move this down a little bit. If it falls, I'll just pick it up. It is what it is. But what I'm seeing here is that the Queen of Swords, the World, the Five of Cups. Not caring, not caring so much about. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so the Queen of Swords, the World, and the Five of Cups is more so about like how you Leos are starting to open up a little bit. You're starting to open up a lot. And what I mean by that is that kind of not kind of, you are becoming less shy, right? Like a lot of the times, the way that the Leos are is that we all have that problem, Leo, where where we we don't necessarily show bits and pieces of who we are because we think we're embarrassing ourselves. Well, apparently you Leos have gotten over that problem because you Leos are like, yeah, forget about this. Yeah, forget about that. I'm going to go ahead and do what I want. And rightfully so, you know. So a lot of times people don't necessarily think, whether it's dancing in public. I used to be timid when it comes to dancing in public, used to. Nah, I really don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't care. Moonwalking in public, all that type of stuff. But that's who you're becoming in general, right? And like I said, you're bringing that same mentality in when it comes to dating as well. Because again, you Leo should never have to apologize, especially if you know that you're doing something right and you checked in with yourself first before you did it or before you said it. You shouldn't have to care about what the other person is trying to do, because that's called shaming. You know what I mean? Them trying to disingenuously shame you for some stuff that you know good and well that you are right. How many people have tried to shame me over my own thoughts that was never supposed to be their business in the first place? But word got out because I told somebody. This was back when I was, a teenager, and obviously I've learned since then. But you know, they got mad. I didn't care if they got mad because they're not being put in a situation themselves, and it's my thoughts. Who cares? Well, and that's the same kind of mentality that a lot of you Leos are starting to have. As long as you check in with your own self and you check in, right, you reflect, right, before you do something, you're doing it backwards. Instead of you do something first and then you have to apologize for it later. When you review it first and you go, is this a good thing to do? Okay, I can do this. Would this kind of, is this, what kind of situation am I going to be in? Okay, cool. It's cool for me to do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it or say it. You don't care how people feel about it anymore, because again, ultimately, the Five of Cups, some people are going to feel bad about this. You Leo shouldn't feel bad about this. You Leo shouldn't even care, because again, people got to stop being special snowflakes. For real, for real. People got to stop being snowflakes where they're just so soft and like they're basically like a marshmallow. You know what I mean? Um, because the Five of Cups, these because let's move forward, right? I mean, it's really represented in the first three cards, but let's move forward so I can give you some more of that. So more understanding. So because the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, people, right? The Page of Swords, people say all types of stuff to you in the past. People have treated you like you were trash. People have treated you like you were garbage. They talk to you like you were garbage. Now all of a sudden, people can't take it back when you may say certain things that are true, or people don't necessarily expect you to completely leave them alone or do the things that you're doing. Now all of a sudden they have a problem with it. They want to cry. They want to cry, bawl. They want to bawl, just tears and all of this stuff, or have crocodile tears. You, Leo, shouldn't have to care because, again, everybody got to stop being snowflakes in that regard, because the idea that you could be, not you, but I mean the idea that people can be cruel to others. And then when someone gives them a news flash, a flash of reality, it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Who cares? Because, again, it's that idea of, it goes right back to the same idea of my own thoughts of this person that I had liked at that point in time. What does this person being offended with my own fantasies and my own thoughts have to do with them being offended? And then they're like, oh, well, you don't understand how disrespectful that is. I'm like, how is that disrespectful if it's my thoughts? And I'm like, did I do anything to you? They're like, no. I'm like, have I raised my voice to you? Do you feel unsafe? They're like, nah. So I'm like, so how are you gonna tell me what to think? And then they thought about that. And then they realized, yeah, that ain't gonna work because I've already reviewed it with myself. I'm not doing anything wrong. What are you gonna do? You're gonna chastise somebody for thinking something about you that they're not planning on acting on? You're in no danger. You haven't been disrespected. So what are you gonna do at that point in time? And it's the same concept with you, Leos. People can talk to you however they want, but they can't take it back when you Leos have learned to let go of the dysfunctional individuals. Now they can't take it anymore, right? A lot of you Leos are starting to see how many people are special snowflakes. They can dish it out, but they don't want to be played. Because believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, people who run games also get games run on them too, and they get played as well. That's what it is that a lot of times people don't necessarily say. People who run games also get played as well. But then you have the Three of Cups and the Justice. If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree, right? Click on it. It'll redirect you to the website. A website in which my social media outlets in which you can support me are all there. Um, for private tarot readings. And also, too, when it comes to my website, you can click private tarot readings. It'll redirect you to my website. My website not only has, I modified it or I customized it to now it actually says buy now, but also my Cash App name is also over it. So just in case for all the people who want to know about my Cash App name who didn't necessarily know, my Cash App username is also there, as well as a button to click, which it'll say buy now, which will also take you to PayPal. So now you have options to play with, as well as there's a link in the link tree to my clothing store, from pants, shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, sweatshirts, to the books that I have that are on Amazon, my Instagram page, as well as my email address, just in case if you don't necessarily want to go to my website. Feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks at yahoo.com, and I'll tell you the rates of what I do, right? From tarot readings, birth chart readings, wealth course, relationship course as well. Um, Come through, get a reading. Like I said before, really appreciate it. But the Three of Cups and the Justice represents how, so you Leos, excuse me, you Leos are going to do whatever it is that you want to do. Y'all are not going to let anyone stop you from doing what you want because you Leos ultimately understand that as long as you review first. See, most people in the world, see, I'm giving y'all some game. Most people in the world reflect one way, which is they do something first and then they think about the consequences afterwards. What the wisest people on earth do is reflect first and then they go and they act. Now, keep in mind, you don't want to do too much reflection or too much analysis, right? Because reflection is about acting first and then whatever happens, then you think about it, right? An analysis is when you think about doing something first and then you go and you do it. But so what you want to do is you want to analyze, okay, first, right? That's how, because a lot of times too, one of the games that people play is they will use what they perceive your dysfunction or your faults or your follies against you so that they can come up with the reason to not be with you and talk bad about you, like you're trash or whatever, right? So what happens now when you Leos, right, choose to be better people, and yet they have even less to work with when it comes to playing games. Like I said before, the better you make yourself, right, the Three of Cups, the Justice, the better you make yourself is the more you're going to see how people are out here bugging, straight up wilding. Because the Three of Cups and the Justice represents how a lot of you Leos are enjoying your lives. You know, you're enjoying yourself. You know, you're talking to multiple people, some of you, and, you know, playing the field, enjoying yourself with your friends, all of that stuff. The justice. This is something that you were supposed to have been doing years ago. You know what I mean? Smart as y'all are, y'all ain't figured it out. You know? And then you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is, like I said, this is the same type of mentality that you were supposed to have been brought into a relationship for years. You know what I mean? The Page of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, right, represents, because as long as you know in your heart of hearts that you bring value to the table, you shouldn't care, right? As long as you're not, being dysfunctional yourself, you shouldn't care about the shame that people trying to put on you. So the overall instance is that a lot of you Leos are being the overall precedent, I mean, is that a lot of you Leos are being more of yourselves, saying and doing the things that you really want to do, that that you thought that it would be a wiser or a wise decision for you to hold back. Well, now a lot of you Leos are starting to be like, look, forget about this. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do. As long as I'm not necessarily hurting anybody, I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to do what I want. And people can't take that because the things that's how I am. The things that I'm able to say and the things that you're going to be able to say and do, other people are going to be like, what did this person say? What did this person do? Because most people have a limitation on themselves. But when you have the ability to be like, don't put my hands on anybody. Don't threaten to put my hands on anybody. Don't get anybody else to put their hands on anybody, right? And don't get anybody else to threaten to put their hands on anybody. You good after that? You could say and do whatever you want. And that level of creativity and unpredictability not only makes you exciting, but also, right, even to your own self, because you have an element of surprise that comes up on out of even you that you'll get surprised about, but also due to the fact that other people won't even know what's going on, to the point where you will become more exciting to them because you're just like saying and doing these things that other people, trying to play like they're so sophisticated and bougie and stuck up, just won't do. you know Now let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands, King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. So the Six of Wands, the King of Swords, right? Here they are trying to come in like they're the hailing hero, trying to tell you what to do, right? Some people that you were trying to get to know over the past couple of weeks. People have just been trying to shame you, Leos, right? This is an entirely new situation compared to what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. This is more so about you being in a dating pool and people trying to shame you that that you're trying to get to know because they think that you're a little bit too wild and a little bit too unhinged. Listen, forget about all of that. That is BS. You Leos are going fine, okay? As long as you can manage yourself, you can discipline yourself, let it rip. You know what I mean? On some Beyblade stuff. Let it rip. So the thing is that the King of Swords, right? The Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands represents um because you, like I said before, you've already checked in with yourself to know. So it's like, who cares what it is that they think, right? If they're catching problems because of this, or they have some sort of problems, that's really their problem, not yours. And you should take yourself from the responsibility of that, because it's not your job to try to make other people feel secure by sugarcoating anything. And that's part, like I said, Leo, that's part of why I am, right? Because too many people in society, even when it comes to dating, are too stuck up. Like I said in a lot of my videos, have fun. Stop putting so much, okay, now this is my suggestion, but stop putting so much emphasis on, I gotta find somebody. Are you even compatible with the person for you to even build a relationship? You need to be compatible with the person first. And being a bougie, stuck up tightwad, and I'm not calling y'all that, but I'm saying being a bougie, stuck up tightwad is not going to help, because you're not relaxed. You don't have the flexibility and the versatility that a relaxed person does when they're having fun. That's the reason why I said, when I'm out here and I'm trying to get to know people, I don't care, because I'm having too much fun. Okay, curve me, whatever, I don't care, because I know that 9 out of 10 people who I'm talking to, or 10 out of 10 of them, right, and just good ones mixed in that are rare, most people are out here in the game playing games. So what am I getting so caught up for and bent out of shape for? That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we have 4,392 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop videos like this.